give me an idea of what you've been up to for the past couple months?
Well, when school got out, the switch over to online was kind of a big thing for us. I didn't really like it, but it is what it is. Our golf course closed for about a month, so I was kind of driving to Camden, went to Columbia a little bit, so I didn't really get to play that much. But it just opened back up, and I'm getting to play a lot more now. Just trying to get ready for this tournament since it's been such a long time.
I mean, have you been practicing? Have you been getting lessons? What's your routine been like?
Since our course opened back up, I've been trying to play 3 to 4 times a week and then practice every other day. I had a lesson this past week just trying to get everything patched up before, all the tournaments start. Usually try not to go to the golf course for hours at a time just because I don't want to get burnt out and it gets boring. So I'll go a couple hours, go play 9 holes with dad in the evening, just try to keep it fun. That's really what it's all about.
Nice. How's your game?
Uh, right now, I'd say it's in pretty good shape. I don't think I'm quite back to where I was last summer, but you know, with time, it'll be there. My swing feels good. We just got to get some tournaments in.
Nice. Yeah, it makes sense. Speaking of last summer, I mean, you had a pretty good stretch there, winning the South Carolina Junior Match Play, the Blade, and then, of course, the Jimmy Anderson, which is kind of why we're talking right now. What do you remember about that stretch? Where was your game at then, and how do you compare your game now, I guess?
Well, before the stretch, that's kind of an important part. I was struggling, probably the worst golf I've ever played in my life. And then I got to Berkeley Country Club, which is where we played the match play, and just absolutely played one of the best rounds of my life in the practice round. So like, okay, we might get something going here. Just shot, kind of like a week 75 in the qualifying round. And then the match play part, it just kind of came easy to me, I guess, just because one person at a time. And winning that gave me a lot of confidence. So then, of course, go to Green Valley for the Blade. Shot 65 the first day. That's the lowest round I ever shot in a tournament. And then it obviously got rained out the second day, so that's not ideal. But, ended up going to a playoff, made par to win that. And then I played, I think, the Carolinas boys after that and just shot a couple rounds around par. I don't remember exactly what I shot. Got a top 15. And then to Jimmy Anderson, which is, you said while we're talking, that was just it was kind of a weird thing because the first day I only got 10 holes in because of rain. And the next day played 26 holes. And it was tiring, but at the same time I was playing well. So I was having fun.
What do you remember about, I guess, the course and the event?
I remember the golf course being probably one of my favorites just because it's short. It's very gettable. You can play aggressive out there. Can also get in a lot of trouble, but as long as you're hitting the ball well, you can really go low, shoot some good numbers. I think all the par fives out there are reachable except for number 13 on the back nine because it's a big dog leg and it's pretty long. So it's just one of those courses where you can go out there and just swing for the fence and throw it at pins and try to have yourself a day.
Does that set up well for your game, you think?
Yeah, it does. I like to play aggressive. I'm not a big laying up guy. I think layups are for basketball. So playing a course like that's fun for me. It doesn't always work out. Things can go sideways anytime in golf, but when it's rolling, that's a good course to get it rolling on. My home course is a lot like Jacksonville because it's not very long and it's very gettable. So I've been playing out there a lot instead of practicing as much. Um, I would say this week I have been hitting a lot of 3 woods and 2 irons on the range because that's kind of what you have to do at Jacksonville because there's a few quirky holes where you can't hit driver. I think 3 and 9 are the first few that come to mind. But I try not to change too much, honestly. I like to always keep it simple.
What's your summer look like? What events do you have on your schedule? Have you planned down the road? I'm sure you have, right?
Yes, sir. I know the first 3 back are going to be in Jacksonville this weekend. and then the South Carolina Junior, which is in Pawleys Island, I believe. And then I think I have one day in between the South Carolina Junior and the Carolinian Amateur at Keith Hills. So I'm going to be gone for an entire week. That's going to be a lot for for the first 2 and 3 tournaments back, but it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Is there like a standout event that you have in your spotlight? I mean, things are weird this summer considering, a lot of qualifiers are canceled and it's going to be fields are going to be based on all kind of different things. But is there an event that you have in your sites that you're most looking forward to?
Definitely. I mean, I'm ready to defend this weekend, and of course at the Blade and at the Junior Match Play. But a tournament that I've never had a whole lot of success at is the South Carolina Junior. So I'd like to go down there and just finally have myself a good year, since it's probably the last year I'll play in it. And top 8 there would get me into the Bobby Chapman, and that's always a great tournament to play in. If I could pull out a win, get to go to Sage Valley, that'd be a cool experience. But we'll just have to see.
What's your game plan after this your senior year in high school?
Well, I'm going to go play for the best school in the state, South Carolina Gamecocks. I'm excited for that. I'm not sure what I'm going to major in yet, thinking about business, but that's just something I have to figure out my senior year. But mostly I'm just trying to enjoy life in the moment. I try not to look too far ahead, live one day at a time. And that's something that I've always tried to do, so I try not to look too far ahead, honestly.
Cool. Well, that's a smart way to look at things, and I appreciate you taking the time, and good luck this summer, and of course defending champion at Jimmy Anderson.
Yes, sir. Thank you.